Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Alright, time for old Uncle Cappy to... No, actually, it's not old Uncle Cappy, because this is a criticism of guys my age, even older. So this will be a warning from old Uncle Cappy and to you youngins, and a beratement to the pussies of my generation. Okay, Minnesota, okay? It's fucking cold here. You don't want to move here. Don't live here. It's not worth it, okay? Only reason I'm here is because my friends are here, my girlfriend's here, and we're like this close to going out to Florida until she keeps getting fucking promoted. Anyway, just go to Denver, go to Florida. There are so many other nicer, warmer, and by nicer I mean the people are nicer. The people in Minnesota are fucking assholes. They're bipolar. They're passive-aggressive. I had a guy in Georgia, he's like, dude, are the chicks hot? And it's like, yeah, they're hot, but you don't want to date them. I mean, they're as cold as the weather. As hot as they look physically, that's as cold as they are emotionally. I mean, you want nothing to do. It's like, don't come here. Do not come here. Take it from I live here. Do not come here. So I run into guys my age, more when I was teaching dance class, but certainly now more commonly today. Or not more commonly, but I still run into it today, you know, talking at the bar or whatever. And I've been around. I know pretty much every state in town. And I say, oh, where'd you from? Oh, we came from Tampa, Florida. We came from Denver. We came from Phoenix. We came from Las Vegas. We came from St. George, Utah. We came from Grand Junction, Colorado. We came from, you know, I'm trying to think of another. We came from Dallas. We came from all these great places. And then we decided to move here. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's like moving from Switzerland to Soviet Russia. What the hell is wrong with you? So I asked, I said, why'd you move here? Like, just on principle of weather, forget all the social problems Minnesota has. Why did you move from a hopping place like Dallas or a warm place like Miami or a fun place like Denver? Why did you come here? And you know, not most of the time, not 95% of the time, not 99.99999% of the time, 100% of the fucking time, just like chicks with horses, you know they're fucked up. They always say, well, my wife is from here and she wanted to be closer to family. And then immediately followed right back up on that, and they have good schools. And it's like, no, dipshit. No on two major things. One, they don't have better schools. Oh yes, the kids here test better. That doesn't mean they have better schools. The schools in Denver are no worse than the schools in Minneapolis. The schools in Dallas are no worse than those in Minneapolis. And always say, oh yeah, they are. No, they aren't fucking aren't. Because you want to know what determines a good school? Is as long as that school provides the educational opportunities for your kid to get a 4.0 and go off to fucking Princeton. And that requires your kid be driven and educated by you, and that you be a good parent. So this, oh, they got good schools here. Like, that's the only like, you have no control over it. Like, your kid or the parent aren't fucking variables. Nope, just the schools. You could take a fucking dipshit kid over in the fucking, I don't know, the worst poverty parts of Mississippi, just plop him in Minneapolis. Oh, great schools, great. Oh, look, the kid's got a 4.0. He could barely wipe his own ass over in Mobile, but now that he's over in Eden Prairie, kid's got, he just built a spaceship over there. He's going to land some on a comet. It's the kids and the parents, and then whether the school provides enough of an opportunity and doesn't let shitbird kids in, primarily, you know, like to distract or detract from education. It doesn't matter. Minnesota does not have these wonderful, amazing schools. Okay? The second thing, and this is the primary, it's the lesson, boys, because these guys are, it's all gone. It's all gone. These guys have given up careers. They've given up wonderful places. They've abandoned their homesteads in Denver, in Dallas, in Vegas, in places that are so much more wonderful because wifey has to be close to the fucking in-laws. He has to be close to that, and they're just like it's like, well, which when they do that, well, that's English. That's pussified beta male English for my balls were cut off, so we moved here because wifey wanted to move here. Now, what instigated this? And you know, once it's a freak accident, twice it's a coincidence, 3 times it's a trend. I talked to a friend in a town that I very much love. If this would be one of the towns I'd have no problem living in if I had, wish the girlfriend would get fired or something so we could go to one of these places. But anyway. And he says, yeah, he's picking up and moving, and he's giving up this great career. This guy has a career. And where are they going? They're going to North Carolina. Oh, no, North Carolina, nothing wrong with North Carolina, but not worth giving it up. But now, why? Why did this guy give up his great career in this great town? Because wifey wants to be closer to her family. It's never you go move by the guy's family, right? You never go live, hey, I'd like to go hang out with my dad and my mom. Can we? No, it's always fucking wifey. And you guys, you got your dick stuck in the fucking trailer hitch in the wagon, and there they go with the fucking covered wagon. Hi-oh! Wagons north into fucking Minneapolis. You guys just sit there getting dragged along by your balls. You're like, yes, dear, yes, dear, yes, dear. And then you come to a shithole town. And then what ends up happening, because you weren't a man, you didn't stand your ground, you just say, no, wife. My career is here. I am the fucking man. I'm the head of the household, and we're gonna stay here because the kids. And then it's always like, well, the kids need good schools. What's wrong with the schools? So that is what's ending up happening, and it's too late for these guys who are already giving up their lives, cutting off their balls, saying, okay, dear, we'll go to this shitty ass cold shithole town where there's no economic opportunity, so you can be close to your parents and kids have good schools. It's too late for those guys, okay? It's too late for the guys who abandoned paradise to come live in the fucking Soviet-style Norilsk of America called Minneapolis. Look up Norilsk. Not New Orleans, Norilsk. It's a Russian town. But for you young boys, it isn't. You still have hope. You haven't gotten hitched. You haven't gotten married yet. You haven't gotten your balls hooked up. I'm picturing these... like the Oregon Trail, except it's all going to like these shitty ass no place towns that are north and cold. And instead of like, the oxen that are yoked and they're pulling the wagon train forward, behind them they got like something tied around your dick like a chain, and you're just like, okay. And the woman with her bonnet, she's the one in charge of the whether convoy or wagon train. She's the one in charge of the wagon train. And then there's like a bunch of covered wagons. And then there's the chuck wagon. That was the one that had the food you typically fall behind. And then way behind that, but still with that string attached, is the fucking husband with his balls tied around, being dragged across the fucking country to go to this fucking shitbird town. So you guys don't want to be that, okay? When you get married, you have to have these forward, upfront conversations. I'm doing this. If not, Tom Leykis, man, pull off St. Leykis. There's a fucking door. We're gonna be living in one of these towns. There's the fucking door. We're going to be making money, and here's my career. If you don't like, there's the fucking door. No, we're not going to go live back in fucking Milwaukee or Cincinnati or Detroit or Schaumburg or any one of these northern shitty-ass, cold-ass fucking towns because you have to be near mom and dad and, quote, the schools are good. We're staying right fucking here in St. Petersburg, Florida, where the schools are just fine and it's warm and I don't have to fucking shovel snow. Oh, not to mention, here's where I make all my fucking money. So, boys, just, you gotta draw those lines, hold to them, and if the girl says, well, I would inevitably move back home with my parents. What the fuck, why not my parents? My parents live in Phoenix. Not my parents don't live in Phoenix. Let's say your parents did live. Why would we go up to fucking Seattle when my parents live in Phoenix? No, we're going to Phoenix. I know a friend of mine who's going to disagree with that. Why don't you get to say it? No, it's warmer over in Phoenix. Why is it okay, dear? Hang on. Let me tie my balls up, hook it up to the wagon train. Here we go. Tug away. So, boys, you're not giving up your career. You're not giving up your livelihood. I mean, this doesn't mean your wife is barefoot and pregnant, not working either. That is not what I'm saying. What you're saying is, no, we've created a life here. We're not going back to your parents. I don't give a flying shit what the school's like here. I am the man. I have spoken. And we've agreed on this. And if we don't agree on it, you and I are getting married, and we're not spitting out kids. So you do not move for your wife, men. That topic should not even come up. Where, well, I kind of want to move back by my parents. Fuck that. Do you know what a pain in the ass is? Dealing with their fucking mothers? Fathers, I get along better with the fathers, but I get along with the mothers too, but it's the influence that it's like, Yeah, they're still stuck in this shitty ass town doing shitty ass things. And meanwhile, you've made it. You fucking made it to paradise. And then, well, you have to go back. And then you gotta fucking deal with those. Fuck that. You are your own man. You are your own family. And if, you happen to be in the same town that the family is in, that's great. That's wonderful. Kids get to see grandma and grandpa. You probably get along maybe with your in-laws. But this bullshit where you go live and you move from a great town to some shitty-ass fucking town and you give up your career, fuck that. I mean, seriously, she's gonna go, she already doesn't respect you. She's gonna go find some other guy. If not, she already has found one. She's banging him. And now she's dragging your ass around the world just to support her. So please, guys, grab some, get a pair. Just get a fucking pair and never, ever, 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 ever let yourself into this situation. Toodles.